confident bodybuilder. I think he's doing the right thing.
Go Steve.
Oh, look at this call out.
The crowd gets involved.
Yes.
Isn't it great?
And already for prejudging, yes.
I mean, it's really a lively crowd.
Steve,
They
Justin, and
really
Nick?
I love that.
So they only
it's
called
like in the old
four.
days.
Only called 4 guys
Great
for the first call out. So Akeem Williams not in the top 4 call out.
And Nick's in the middle. Holy shit.
Looks amazing.
All right, now you got a real height difference here between Steve and Nick.
See, Amanda is not saying a word. She's right now glued
She
to
don't
the
want to
screen.
jinx it. She don't want to jinx it. Yeah. Coming into the show, I thought Steve would be one of the best just off of what I know about his physique, regardless of how he shows up particularly, but he looks really good. I see Nick flexes his abs during his front double.
You can see he's put a lot of time in his mandatories.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be standing there doing this for as long as they want to.
I think Steve has better symmetry, but it seems as if Nick is
Condition is
it the
and
condition?
that raw, that nasty muscle.
Density.
At 26 years old, that's a tremendous amount of muscle in one guy. This is what it goes down to.
You know, one thing that we've all experienced, Dennis, in this portion of it, this is what we're ready to get out of the way so that we know some of the changes that we may need to make for the finals.
Right.
You know, you know what you look like in the mirror, you know what you look like in the gym, but
Who's going to give up or who's fading?
well, I can tell you when they started it, when Arnold said something about how the guys need to hold their poses longer, and the very next show they had us holding poses for like a minute. I said, oh my God.
That's why I always say you got to go and talk about those things that you don't like, because then people pick up on it and it creates a momentum, and then everyone talks about it and all that stuff.
So then the guys get to go home and improve their training for it too, because they now know they got to hold their poses for a long time.
That's rough.
Yeah.
And Weinberg is very smart. I mean, he's been in this business for a long time, so he picks up on it.
Go Steve.
Yeah, go back.
This is a very important pose. This sometimes makes the judges decide who is going to win or not. Because you really have to have everything here, abs and
And
serratus,
Nick's standing there not moving.
thighs.
See, he learned from what happened at the Olympia last year.
Oh, really?
I'm more muscular, guys, to fucking Nick.
Really ripped. Look at this. Oh, that's great, most muscular poses. Look at that.
Wait, simply because both of
Sergio.
those guys look great, and they both have what we would consider strengths and weaknesses in that Steve has better symmetry, but Nick seems to have more muscle density and what Dennis said, more conditioning. So it's almost like you pick your preference, right?
Right.
In some cases, and in some shows, the best conditioned athlete might not be the winner, you know? And in some cases, the guy with the best shape might not be the winner.
Right.
I'm going to be honest. Now, if I was judging right now, I would be looking at Nick Walker.
Right.
To be perfectly honest.
Yep.
As much as I like Steve,
Yep.
but right now I would be looking at Nick Walker. But thank God there's another confirmation round tonight. So a lot of things can happen between prejudging and the finals. Some guys get better, some guys lose it. So
Yeah, I remember in 1980, I placed third in Mr. Olympia in the pre-judging, and then in the evening I flipped it.
came back and
Came
won the whole
back,
show.
I remember Bill Burr coming up to me and says, I've never seen any more full of energy like you at
changed
night.
so
And
much.
it changed the whole thing around, yeah.
Did you realize you were third in the morning? Did you
Yeah,
know that?
because someone walked up to me and says, you placed third. It was in the afternoon. You placed third. And I said, well, Chris Dickerson was first. And I think Frank Zane was second, or Boyko, one of those guys. And then I said, the Pearl came up to me and says, you need to lose some more water. You have fluid in the body. It was because of my cortisone shots that I got in my shoulder just a week before and a few days before I left. And so then I kept posing and posing all afternoon, and I sweat after the thing, and then at night I came back 3 pounds lighter and got rid of the fluid.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have Akeem in the middle of this lineup. Akeem and
But this is a great lineup. Man, this is fantastic. This
Yeah, the
guy's
whole lineup,
really good.
every single one of them is great. But I knew it would be tough.
Yeah.
I knew, because there was a
Call out.
so Steve.
And all of a sudden they got Ian,
and
Justin,
both on the sideline.
Akeem and
means,
Sergio there.
That's a clear 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's Steve Kuklo and Nick Walker.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
now they're looking for third and
They kept
fourth.
them outside, which
Holy
means they look at them
smokes.
as 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And right now we got 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, look at that, Sergio, and then pushing a little bit with the elbows. Very, very funny.
I realized when we were posing that he comes alive with posing.
Right.
So he gets better the
yeah.
longer he poses.
That's right.
He got that $1 million smile too.
Steve is making it very
I knew
interesting.
he's gonna work them.
Yeah.
Look how wide Justin Rodriguez
It's
is.
between Nick and Steve.
Huge.
They kept them out. Now this is the second call out.
Look at
Now
the
this is the
thighs
third
of
call out.
Sergio.
They're looking for third, fourth, and fifth. In sixth place. I don't know why they got Akeem in sixth place there.
You know, for some reason, the way Ian poses reminds me of Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler?
Yeah, his personality and the way
Yeah.
he poses. It reminds me of Jay Cutler.
Spread out, guys. Stop pushing. That's it.
Steve does not appreciate the elbow bump.
Yeah.
I've been in that position before.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you get close in the side poses because you have to, and then you turn to the back
And you're
poses and
elbow
you're
to
too
elbow.
close. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So Dennis, do you think you should be first in the pose every time?
Yes, I think you should be first one in, last one out.
Sometimes people try to be last so they can have the most
Well, if
impact.
you're last, that means you get looked at last.
Yeah.
And by the time you get posed, they already call the next pose. So I would never wait. Get in there right away.
Yeah.
So all eyes on you in the very beginning.
I totally agree with you.
Yes.
Pose in, come in first with the pose, hold it long enough, and be the last
Yeah.
one out. Yeah.
I used to get pissed off when I'm first in and we waiting like 30 seconds for somebody else
Yeah.
to hit it, you know.
I see that.
Don't worry about the guys next to you.
No, never.
Yeah.
I mean, I would worry about them to make sure they don't kind of outdo me.
Yeah.
But I would still be the first one to hit the
Yeah,
pose.
lock it in.
Because you can always then hit another back pose.
Yeah.
Remember, just do another swing at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? You just relax and do another one. And you always have to be alive up there.
Yeah.
Always move.
I used to try to prepare
I say
myself.
create music so the eyes come back to you.
Yeah.
I used to try to prepare myself for like 2 or 3 versions of each pose, just in case, you know, it lasts longer. So Amanda, for you, being a pro
Great,
bikini
most
athlete,
muscular pose. Sergio's doing really well with that one. Just like his father. Major pose.
This is for the title. This is
Here
for
we
the
go for
win.
the title.
You know your stuff.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh, I've
Nick
been
and
on that
Steve.
stage a few times.
Look at the difference in height.
That's
I
the
mean,
wrong
you
pose to be
got
doing.
size and
So now it's important to hold your pose.
Look at that side fucking quad, bro. Look at like, look at the flexes over you. Holy shit, dude.
They even doing the quarter turns.
Man.
That's something that usually doesn't happen at the end.
that.
What?
Do the quarter turns again.
Oh, yeah.
So they want
I
to make
think
sure
this
they
is
get a
also
good
for
look.
the audience.
Yeah. I think they still really want to get a
But
good look.
I think it's for the audience because as you
Yeah,
can
me
see,
too.
the people
I just
really
think he's
enjoy
so,
it.
like
They
a
love the
statue.
pose-offs.
What do you think, Arnold?
Well, like I said, that
Yeah.
Nick Allen
think
pop a
that,
little harder in the front double.
either one can win it. I think that maybe neither one can do a good vacuum, interestingly enough, huh? You see that just now? They sucked in the stomach, but they couldn't do a vacuum. A lat spread, you didn't always do a lat spread with a vacuum.
They probably tuck it in trying to make sure it's not coming out. You know, you're trying to hold it in. So you're trying to do a vacuum, even though you know you can't
I haven't
do it.
seen a vacuum yet, a really good vacuum with this guys.
Both have calves, which is good.
Yeah.
That's got great calves, man.
Yeah, I think that, as you can see on the right, you see much more definition in the back.
Some more detail.
Yes.
Yeah, Nick is not playing.
Nick is actually a very good poser.
He's doing exactly what I preach. Hold your poses. Be able to hold them for 30 seconds. Because it's happening. This is where you decide shows.
That was really shadowed.
Yeah.
It's shadowed from the bottom half.
Yeah, because see, in a back lat spread, we almost have to lean back towards the judges, and it creates a shadow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at
But
that.
some stages are lit from the bottom as well, which helps when you do that.
Yeah, Nick should reflex his abs right there now in the pose that he just did. But I think that they're getting tired. Very good ab pose. Both of them are very good.
Come on! Sorry.
Steve needs a little bit more oil on the abs.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, maybe a little bit on the upper chest.
Yeah.
Now they should go crazy. They should just really hit one shot after the next. Be uncontrolled.
Full bicep.
Oh my God, it's
Swing around, from back pose to front pose. They should really go crazy now.
So what do you think, Dennis? They running them through the poses again.
They're waiting for somebody to fade
You know
so
what's
they can
that?
decide who's
You know,
winning.
you've been there.
So is this because it's very close and they want to see what
It's
happens?
very close.
No, because
It's
next
very
you
close.
are gonna put him to the ringer.
So now you want to be prepared for poses, because if you fade now, you basically make get the judges I'm done.
Yeah, I've been in this position before. Start getting dizzy, lightheaded, because you're just tired.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because
Well, he's doing them quicker.
and it's hard to train for this type of situation.
Oh, yeah, and then you got your adrenaline going. You're excited. You hear the crowd. Total two different lat
I
spreads
mean,
there.
Steve just, I think, has a huge flaw in his lower back and center back. And he does his double bicep back poses.
Yeah, I think he's not as conditioned from the
Oh, that's
rear
Steve's shoulders.
as he is from the front.
That's right.
I think he's a little less. He's holding
You're
a little
absolutely
more.
right. He looks fantastic right
Yes.
now.
From the front, he's
Really.
good.
Yeah.
Diamonds and thighs, that pose belongs to Nick, man. Look at the fucking separation of his fucking.
So when we talk about flow,
Come on,
Doing a
Pub.
great job here.